Welcome to Mumbai, fibre wire only. So again, this was a challenging one in my mind because I'm thinking, okay, I've got a few good ideas for a few of the targets, but how am I going to group all of them together? Dawood Rangan, he had a pretty simple idea in my mind. You know, it was okay, I know how I'm going to get him. Actually executing it was slightly difficult, but I got there eventually. With Vanya Shah, that was a clear idea from the start. I did actually see that in another video, so I will try and credit that before I upload this, but if I don't, if you know you've seen it from in the past, please let me know, because I don't like using ideas without actually crediting, so if you do know, please put it in the comments. As for the Maelstrom, that was pretty simple. I don't think anyone will struggle to guess how I got the Maelstrom in this instance. So it's mainly Vanya and Dawood who created a bit of intrigue in regards to fibre wire only. So this is what you're here for, let's get down to it. So first things first, let's go to Dawood Rangan's tower. Now, the way I see it is, with this sort of challenge, you've got maybe one or two ways to do it. You can either get Dawood out of the tower, or you can go into the tower yourself. And I chose the latter, because I thought, if I get him out of the tower, it means that I've got to separate him from his guards, and I thought I just don't fancy trying that. So it's much easier going in and infiltrating yourself. So we're taking out that camera, and we're going to go all the way up to the top floor. So this will take a few moments. We're going to climb all the way up here. We've got the pistol out ready to take out the camera up ahead. Take it out at this distance, and it will make the girl just there go up the stairs to investigate the noise. Once she's near the stairs, we can use the briefcase to knock her out, which, to be honest, she deserves. She is a pain. I don't think there's any disguise that she can't see through. There probably is one, but I always feel like she catches me. So I relish knocking her out. Anyway, sidetracked. We're going to go up a floor. We're going to take out the surveillance, just because while we're here we might as well do it. We're going to just duck under cover, then we're going to go up the elevator shaft. So up we go. Bit of a long climb up ahead. Anyone know any jokes? Leave one in the comments. I'll try and read it out next time I have to do this. Anyway, climb, climb, climb. At the very top floor there is a guard who you can just about see through instinct. He will walk towards the elevator shaft, so make sure you're up there before, because otherwise you're going to have to do what I do, which is climb down a few floors, just so that when he goes to the elevator door and he can't see it as he looks down. So yeah, I'm at a safe enough distance here. It's turning around so we can start climbing back up. He's a bit of a pain. I mean, there's an argument, I guess, that I could have not shot the surveillance, got up there faster, and then just got there in time to subdue him around the corner, but it wasn't that much of a time advantage. So really we're just waiting now for him to come back to the elevator so we can actually subdue him. And yeah, I really do wish that I could have done something about this, used the karma, used a briefcase, but there is a guard on the stairs just below who would see or hear the knockout, so I wasn't taking a chance. Anyway, here he is. And so we've got to make sure we don't drop him down the elevator shaft, so just be careful with that. We're going to open up the door, then we're going to run all the way around here, and we're just going to interrupt a few cycles. So we're going to turn on this generator, that will just move a bodyguard. And we're going to also start getting prepared. Well, we aren't going to do it yet, but we are going to move that body that we've just knocked out for the simple reason we need to knock Dawood down the shaft, if I remembered this correctly. Like a few of these, I haven't watched this in advance just for the fact that it's a few months ago, so I'm trying to remember as much of the route as I can. So as you can see, guards come over, we're just going to knock him out nice and quickly. There's a crate behind us, we're going to put him in there. I actually love this floor because when I was playing this originally, I didn't know any of this was here. And when I did the Irani evacuation, I didn't know how the layout was. So it's been brilliant knowing all this since then, because it just creates a lot of opportunity. Anyway, we're going to knock this guy out as well. Pretty important we do that, just for the fact that we can't have any witnesses when we're doing the fibre wire, and he would be a big witness. We're going to put his gun down just there to dissuade a guard who's with Dawood. And as before, we're going to drag this body, but we're going to drag it all the way around here. So that way we've got room for Dawood in the crate nearby. So drag, drag, drag. I could have left it there, to be fair, no one would have seen it there, but let's just be safe, let's put it in the crate. And if I'm right, I've still got enough time to move that body by the elevator into the crate where we're going to put Dawood. So, yep, here we go. Drag. Draggedy drag, 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 drag. What a drag. don't know what else to say when this is happening. So the idea is Darwood's coming over momentarily and he's going to see the gun. So when he sees the gun, he'll tell his guard and the guard will take the gun away. Nice and simple. So I think he's on his phone when he comes over. Yeah, we can hear him on the subtitles. So he's coming over here, he'll stop himself because he'll see the gun. He'll tell the guard. No chance. That sounded more northern than Indian. Anyway, like I say, he's going to take the gun away. We're going to just fibre wire him as he goes to finish the phone call. Now, I had a glitch when I was recording this, and I wish I'd saved the footage for it, but there was a glitch where the guard had turned around to take the gun away, but I went to fibre wire him, and then I got stuck in the fibre wire motion. So I didn't kill him, but it got stuck essentially like that. It was very weird. I don't think it's happened ever again, but just in case that happens to you, just be wary of it, because I like reporting bugs. So, yeah, that's Darwood dealt with, and all the bodies are hidden, so no bodies will be found. We won't have any issues there. So all we've got to do, get out of the tower. So, yeah, we've got about 3 or 4 floors to descend. I think this one's a bit. I don't think I undercut it. There we go. So we're going to jump through the window just on the right there. It's an easier way to get out of the building. Grab the brick, because we're going to use that in a moment. Just be careful jumping out in case someone does see it. If you're fast, you won't get caught though. The gate should be open from this side, so no problems getting out. Then we're back on the Mumbai streets. So next target, we're going to deal with the Maelstrom. Now, the Maelstrom obviously is a little bit tricky because you can't just rush and get him because he's going to be in the middle of the crowds in Mumbai, so you've got to isolate him somehow. And the way I looked at it is, you've got 2 places you could do it. You could do it with his partner, or you could do it in the crow's hide. Now, just for record, I knocked him out because I do remember he has coins. So I tried tucking his body just a little bit, and that way I got 1 coin. And I thought, it's just a little bit handy in case I need the coin. You don't really need to do that by my recollection, but it does come in handy. Anyway, I'm just carrying on for a moment. So the idea is, I decided we're going to get him by his partner's spouse's house. I can't remember what the relation is. I'll admit my recording just froze when I was talking here, so that's just throwing me. Anyway, we're going to shoot the ladder. There we go. Go and climb all the way up, and the idea is we're going to just cause a little bit of a... Well, we aren't going to cause a distraction, sorry. We're going to drop the flag, and that way the guards will go racing upstairs. That's the gist of it anyway. So just creep over here, climb up 2 floors, and we're going to shoot the flag. There we go. Get your pistol out. Shoot. There we go. Grab the iron because that can come in handy. It's not urgent, but it is a handy little thing to grab. The idea is we're going to now take advantage of the fact that a guard should be missing and knock out Mira, I think her name is, or whoever this woman is. If the guard doesn't disappear, as it is the case here, he should disappear because he should be drawn by the bullet. But if he isn't, then the idea is we're just going to have to lure her away. So, the best thing I can advise here is just create a little distraction. So throw a coin or just something to draw her outside. So let's have a look at what I did here. I do believe I threw a coin. There we go. And the one advantage of throwing a coin here, it is also that you've got the foliage there. So as long as that bodyguard on the, or the crow on the left, should we say, he doesn't see us, she'll be hidden in this foliage. No problems. Okay, we're going to have to do something similar here. We are going to have to throw a coin into the middle of the room just to draw this guy in. But again, that's more just for the fact that we need to get rid of him. We can't risk the fact that he hears the fibre wire on the Maelstrom. I'm trying to remember what the Maelstrom's name is off the top of my head. Wabi-Akaze, that's it. Or was he Akaze? I don't know. Anyway, throw the iron at him, put him in the cupboard, all dealt with. So the target will be here momentarily, and as soon as he comes deep into the room, we can fibre wire him. You could even leave the coin there if you wanted, just as a little lure, but I'm not exactly sure if that would get him there any faster, because he does go into the room, or deep into the room fairly quickly. Try and get him before he goes outside though, because like I say, there is that crow on that pathway, and it wouldn't be good if he saw the kill, so try and get him while he's in the room. don't forget as well, and I've shown this in the Santa Fortuna video that I've done as well, you can go up to a target when you're in a trespassing area or a hostile area, and you can use the fibre wire kill, but you'll have to be fast. As I did in Santa Fortuna with Andrea Martinez, you can walk right up to them as long as you fibre wire them fast enough that they can't report it to guards. In the instance of Andrea, she did report it to a guard, but I hit the body fast enough. So with this, as long as you get to Wazir fast enough, it doesn't matter as long as you get the kill in. This is where the coin does come in handy because it stops him. So as you can see, kill completed, we can hide him in here, pick up the coin because that will come in handy most likely. So there we go. Now the last one is Vanya, and like I said, I did have a pretty firm idea in mind what I wanted to do with this, and it was something along the lines of what I've used for the Mumbai blackout kills, and the idea is you're meant to use multiple weapons to take away the guards, and from there you were also meant to separate Vanya from assistant servant, whatever you're calling her, and that way Vanya is on her own and you can fibre wire her. It's not difficult as such, but it's one of those where you have to get it bang on. You can't afford to mistime any of the actions, otherwise someone will likely catch you. So this was a fun one to try and get right. If anything, it was more about positioning the items so that the guards would take them away at good intervals, you wouldn't be having too many people nearby. So as you can see, I've got some coins. It's the other reason I got the coin from that man before, because I need as many coins as I can to keep Vanya occupied. What we do is, when the two guards have taken the weapons away, we're then going to have essentially a bunch of coins to distract Vanya. And those coins will be enough to distract her whilst we knock out her personal assistant. I think her name's Mira. I think I said Mira was the spouse's name as well, so I really don't know the women in this game bar Vanya. Anyway, I did drop the two guns there, and I thought, okay, if they see them, it might be a case that the AI goes, oh, weapons, so they pick one of them up, but don't pick two of them up. So you don't want to do that, that could get a bit awkward. So the best thing to do is pick one of the weapons up, move it slightly ahead of it. This is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to pick the first, one of the two weapons up and just separate them, like I say. That way they'll walk a little bit further and go, oh, weapon. It's a delicate balance. I'm saying all this and I didn't do that. That's what I would advise then.
I found one.
It's the trouble with watching it back. I'm like, oh, I didn't do that. I think I must have done it in another playthrough of some sort. But yeah, like you say, there's a little bit of a gap. So Vanya does see him at separate points. Both the guards take the guns away. No big issue. So at this point, we are going to throw a coin. The coin will be here by Vanya. She'll bring the servant with her, so it's not like we can get her on her own. But if we've just put enough coins down there, it will keep her there. So let's go drop, 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 drop. I'm a little surprised that she actually goes for them.
I just want to say you dropped.
I was going to say, I didn't think she'd go for them, but the idea is as soon as they're both out of sight, then she'll go for them. This is a fine balancing act, like I say. It's a very, I wouldn't say it's a dirty kill, but it's something you've really got to get fast. So calm her the servant, that way she won't be a problem, and then we can fibre wire Vanya. There's such a balance to this that you've got to get it right. I mean, if you hide the body here, I wouldn't be surprised if you could get away with it, but I wouldn't like risking it. Just grab 2 coins, get to the taxi, and you're on your way out of there. So thank you for watching, hit the like button if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more Hitman 2 videos. Other than that, this has been Josh from JJ's Productions. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now, folks.
Come try some. That is absolute stuff. Please get your original mocha tea here, no flavors.